Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to glow up and reinvent yourself in your 20s. The 20s, it's the best time to really get to know who you are as an individual, especially after you exit the world of high school and college, and you're now in what we like to say, the real world. This is like the opportunity for you to revamp and rebuild and reinvent your life. One of my key tips that I have is to disappear quietly. So I was that person where I used to post on social media almost every day. Like you would always see who I'm hanging out with, the places that I'm going, who I'm seeing, what I'm doing. And until one day I didn't hang out with this particular person. This was years ago. This was actually when I was a senior in high school. And this girl was like, "Oh my gosh, you didn't hang out with so and so. Like, are you guys okay?" And honestly, guys, we actually weren't okay. But when she asked me that question, I realized, wow, I don't want to have a predictable life. I want to be like a little mysterious and have some privacy about myself. So because of that, I stepped away from social media and I really started to focus on myself and the person that I wanted to become. It's been a journey, highs and lows, but I think the best thing about being in your 20s is that it gives you room to mess up. You can always, I like to say, bounce back pretty quickly. Another story is I was about to be a sneakerhead, y'all. I didn't even really like sneakers like that, but it was trending back a few years ago, maybe I don't know how long ago, where like girls wear like these like Nikes, like Air Forces. They had like different colors and things like that, and I was about to be into sneakers. However, I watched this video and about like femininity, and it said, you don't want to wear sneakers, you want to like wear heels. Wow, okay, I learned something else. So I started to invest in heels, and now when I go out, even if I'm going out to like a coffee shop or out to eat at a restaurant, at least once a week, you guys, I get all dressed up and I put on my heels and I take myself out. I'm reinventing myself. I'm building the person that I'm wanting to become. And I like to say, like, when you're in your 20s, you have to give yourself grace. Give yourself grace because in order to build anything in life, it takes time. For example, if builders are building a house, it's several people building that one home, and it takes months for that home to be built. So imagine how much longer it would take if it's just one person building the home by themselves. There's no way that they'll be able to finish it in the amount of time it takes several. And I like to look at that as the birthing process. When you are reinventing yourself and you're like kind of like birthing the person that you want to become in life, you have to give yourself time. And that's why I've invested in courses and groups, because I realized that sometimes it's hard for me to just do it on my own and I need someone to help hold me accountable. But right now I have like free one-on-one 15-minute sessions where we can just talk about different ways that you can kind of rebuild your life and get clarity on questions that you may have. When you're in your 20s, this is the perfect time to rebuild who you are. You're no longer a little girl in high school, but now you are entering into your grown woman era. Different things that I like to do is to have affirmations. I say my affirmations usually every day. Not as much as I used to, but one of my affirmations is I'm anointed, beautiful, confident, intelligent, healthy, wealthy, wise woman of God, and I produce outstanding results in this world. I've been saying that since I was 13 years old, you all, and your words are powerful, okay? And I remember one time I entered into I was working as a server, and I went into work that day, and this person was like, "Oh my gosh, Amari, every time you enter, it seems like the atmosphere just shifts." And I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm here." So I say that to say, when you are working on yourself, people are going to notice. And it's like along your journey, you're going to have key milestones that kind of affirm that, okay, let me continue to go because I am working on my journey. I'm working on becoming the best version of myself. And you're going to start to see like clarity. You're going to gain clarity and confirmation from others around you. And also, when you are reinventing yourself, that means your friendships are going to have to be reinvented. And I just look at friendships differently now. I have like one friend that I still talk to from college, and I have like a few friends here now, here and there, but I really just have like one main friend. But one thing that I've noticed is that you have friends for different reasons. When you're in your 20s, it's different from like high school and college where you're around these people all day, every day. Now people have real lives. So you may have a friend where you go out to eat with. You may have a friend where you go to the gym with. You may have a friend where you can actually pick up the phone and call. You have friends for different reasons. But you need to make sure that the people in your life are adding value. You have to make sure that they are not draining and pulling on you, because I used to have friends like that. And we were friends for several years, like 6 years. And I had to let them go because they were not aligned with where I was going in life. I want you to move in silence. If you want to start, your social media presence, just start a new page where no one knows you. Let me tell you, it's so much different when you're posting on a page that no one knows you compared to when you're posting on a page where everyone's looking at you and have eyeballs on you and what you're doing. So just move in silence. You don't have to share every single thing. You don't have to talk about your highs and your lows and your accomplishments or what went wrong, but just give yourself time to really just grow and just hone in on your skills, your character development, and you're going to see a difference in your life. If you're ready to reinvent yourself, if you're ready to become the best version of yourself, then I want you to share this video with someone else who can kind of be your accountability partner. I'm really big on community because in life, we need community, and sometimes it's hard to do it on our own. Like I said earlier, book a one-on-one session with me. Let's start your transformational journey today. As always, remember, the best is yet to come.